There comes a time in life, often after 65, when we begin to realize that peace is more precious than opinions, and silence can sometimes be wiser than words. We've spent decades speaking our minds, sharing our thoughts freely with family, believing openness would bring us closer. But with time, we learn that some truths, though honest, do more harm than good when spoken aloud. After a life full of lessons, we earn the right to protect our energy and choose what to keep for ourselves. Not every truth needs an audience. Not every feeling needs a reaction. And not every part of your life has to be shared, even with those you love most. Take money, for example. I used to believe being transparent about finances would show trust, but I've seen how revealing too much can invite unsolicited advice, judgment, or even silent expectations. One dear friend of mine, Joyce, saved diligently her whole life. One day, she told her children about her savings, thinking it would offer them peace of mind. Instead, she found herself bombarded with opinions on how she should spend, invest, or even donate. What began as an act of trust became a feeling of surveillance. That's when I learned, your financial privacy is not secrecy, it's protection. You don't owe anyone a spreadsheet of your spending. You don't need permission to enjoy the comfort you've earned. Keep what is yours sacred. The same applies to health. As we age, little aches and changes are normal. And while it's good to speak up when something's serious, sharing every discomfort with your children can shift your role from parent to patient. A slight pain becomes a scheduled appointment, a cough becomes concern, and suddenly your independence feels like it's slipping away. I remember Tom, a spry 74-year-old who loved gardening. He once mentioned a sore back to his daughter, and the next thing he knew, there were talks of hiring help and installing railings. He felt smothered, not supported. It's not about hiding pain. It's about choosing when it's truly necessary to share. Not every bump in the road requires headlights. Then there are the unspoken tensions in the family. Disagreements between siblings, lifestyle choices you may not agree with, or parenting styles that seem odd to you. It's tempting to weigh in, especially when you care deeply. But even with the kindest words, you can end up in the middle of a storm you didn't start. I've learned that being neutral isn't being indifferent, it's being wise. Your silence can be the calm in the room, the space where others can breathe and find their way. Speaking from a place of love doesn't always mean speaking out loud. Sometimes, love is simply not saying anything at all. And oh, the regrets. We all carry them. Choices we didn't make, paths we didn't take, time we wish we'd spent differently. But be careful about voicing those regrets to your children. Saying, I wish I'd never given up my career, might sound like honesty to you, but it can feel like blame to them. They might wonder if they were the reason you sacrificed your dreams. Let your reflections stay gentle. Instead of saying, I wish I had, say, I've learned so much from it. That simple shift changes the energy from sorrow to wisdom. Lastly, and I say this again because it matters, keep the full picture of your financial life to yourself. Even if you trust your family deeply, your money is not their business unless you choose to make it so. Create a clear will, plan ahead, and communicate only what is necessary. You are not being secretive. You are being sovereign. After all these years of giving, sacrificing, and showing up for others, it's time to show up for yourself. Guard your peace, not out of fear, but out of deep respect for the life you've built. You don't have to explain your choices, justify your plans, or relive the past. You've earned the right to be at ease, to speak only when your heart is light, to hold space for yourself and for the silence that comes with true freedom. Some things, when kept to yourself, become treasures, not burdens. You've done enough. You've said enough, and now it's okay to simply be.